It's the same story everywhere.
All right, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the live stream. The market just opened about a minute ago, and so far, it's not too crazy. The SPY's actually holding up fairly well towards recent highs around this 516 mark. That's pretty good to see. The big thing I'm looking for today is that all-time high, up around 518. That is going to be major up there at the top. But let's go, guys. Appreciate everybody joining up this morning. Gonna be a big day. I will be going live again for Powell and the FOMC interest rate decision at 1:45 Eastern or 12:45 Central Time. So get ready for that, guys. Gonna be a big event coming up later on today. I'm sure you all know that already, though. I'm putting my game face on. Exactly. Sean knew. What's up, guys? Watching the Dodger beatdown. Oh, that was a pretty bad beatdown. Padres couldn't get anything going. Yeah, let's go Jerome Paul, guys. That's gonna be funny. I don't mean to confuse anyone with that. That's something from the Discord this morning, if you didn't see it. Yeah, SPY so far doing nothing at open, just very slight move back to the downside. The big thing's going to be, what are these tech stocks doing? Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, and others. Microsoft's up slightly. Let's see Tessie. They've been kind of wild lately. They were up in pre-market. It'd be nice to see them break that pre-market high here. Maybe go on a secondary run. I usually like it when stocks break out like this. Sets up pretty well usually on the day. Like a little gap up, holding its ground into open. Oh, yeah, there it goes. There we go, Tesla. 173.90. Oh, yeah, let's get higher. Come on. Recent resistance around like 174.70 to 175. But that's a good break for Tessie there at open. Wow. That's pretty fire. Nvidia had a pretty good move up as well. Not bad, up to 905. Let's see, AMD. Not the best, not the best. Don't forget, Nvidia still has that GTC conference going on too, so there could still be volatility stemming out of that coming up for the week. Jason said Google. Oh, CGC broke above 420. No way. It's using 420 as support now. That's a pretty good support, though, on CGC. Definitely going to be watching that one close. How's MSOS today? Not coming back. Tilray. Also looking kind of brutal there. How's Boeing? Wow, Boeing's coming back. I don't know what happened in pre-market with Boeing, though. Holy shit. What was that? I gotta see this. It came out at like 5 a.m. Boeing CFO said timeline on MAX 7 and 10 are unchanged. Cash flow to be hit by production delays. Ooh, that's not what you want to hear. They expect Q1 cash flow outlook of 4 billion to 4.5 billion. Huh. That'll still be pretty interesting, though, to see how Boeing moves over the next few weeks. They've still been a power. I'm not going to say a powerhouse, but like a super volatile stock. They always have volatile moves, and it's always fun to see. Let's bring up the watch list really quick on the left side of the screen. DWAC is leading the way up 9%. Whoa. I remember yesterday somebody asked about DWAC back to the upside. It's really going now. DWAC. I wonder if this is because something else happened with the election or something. I'll be real with you guys. I have actually not been paying too much attention to the overall elections this far. I think it's pretty obvious who's going to get in, right? It's going to be, I don't know if the primaries are over yet, but I don't think Trump has any challengers left. So I think we're all good there. It's just going to be Biden and Trump, it looks like. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? I could have guessed that one 4 years ago. The merger was finally approved. Carl, which stock is that on? Let me know. I've been flipping through quite a few. Palantir running up to 23.98, almost 24. Looking pretty good. Hey, Xbox, I was actually watching that. I saw a video the other day of Brandon Herrera talking about that. That was pretty cool. Hopefully he can blow that up. That would be pretty sick. I hope he gets in. QQQ running down to the 439 support. That was the high of yesterday. You can see all those hits right there. A lot of hits. Trying to consolidate a little bit there this morning. Is everybody ready for Powell, though? We're going to have a nice poll going on. Will the market go green or red? From Powell / FOMC. All right, vote it up. Just threw a nice poll out there. Make sure you cast those votes. Oh, Carl, you were talking about... Ah, I see. Talking about Dwack. I see now. I see. Nice, Carl. Thanks for the info. I was curious why they had so much movement. TTDs on the SM bot, the trade desk. That can be a fun one usually. Some pretty fire runs. Wow, yeah. Pretty good on the daily. Good move today. I'm actually watching the SM bot too. That's the only one it's called so far. I was waiting for some more to come in. Hopefully we get more soon. The next few calls should be a little bit more fire. What time will we have a decision? Dennis, that'll be at 2 p.m. Eastern time is the interest rate decision. Join me live right here on Stocked Up Live. I will have Powell's live side by side with the market. It'll be pretty cool. Always like these events. You always get some good movement. At least not, if there's not good movement, it's at least super volatile in the short term. It might be choppy, but you usually see some pretty quick chops, and it's just always a fun day with the FOMC. You don't have to always agree with the FOMC, but they are pretty huge. All right, Ford. I saw Sean mention Ford here. Nice, coming back off that $12 support. Very nice. Go intraday on them. Let's go to a 5-minute chart. Yeah, right around the high of yesterday. Let's see it break. Sean almost fell out of his chair. That's funny. Yeah, I normally don't do it on the stream or on the videos too much. I think it's the second time in maybe 2 months I've looked at Ford. Yeah, always something interesting, right? I'll never forget that time when he said, "Shut the fucking door." Yeah, just shut the fucking door. I'll try to pull that up for us here real quick. I just have to adjust some volume bullshit real quick as well. It's kind of annoying with how YouTube works with that. If you like watch a short, you can't change the volume on the shorts. It's dumb. Here we go, though.
GDP growth in the third quarter was quite strong, but like most forecasters, we expect growth to moderate in coming quarters. Of course.
Jerome Powell, by refusing to treat climate change like a systemic risk that
Thank you.
you are putting us at
Thank you very much. Just close the fucking door. Close the door. GDP
Legendary
growth in the third
Powell,
quarter
close
was
the
quite
door.
strong, but
That really is like semi-legendary when he said that. That nobody even cared about the speech. They didn't care about anything. All they cared about the whole rest of the day is closing the door. It's all anybody cared about that day. Who knew Powell could shift our attention to a simple door and captivate the whole world for half a day? Yeah, Bobby, Ford has had some great moves in the past, seriously. During the pandemic, wow, yeah, it had some great runs there. That was an amazing move. It's starting to chop and look fairly bullish now on the chart setup. I like this one for the long term. I think it'll be pretty good. Obviously, it's a car company. They fluctuate a lot with news and a lot of different aspects like that, so we got to be very careful of that news. They've been investing a lot in EVs, like General Motors. GM's holding up a lot better, though, short term. They're actually pushing up way better. I remember on one of these big gap ups here, they actually, I think their CEO or CFO or somebody at General Motors came out and they started talking about like profits being great from the EVs and everything. So they started popping up. Good EV news in general. Or just not as strong, but still pretty good. Yeah, there's a big money play on Ford as well. The 12.82 calls called out February 22nd. I'll draw an arrow to the 22nd here so you guys can see where that was called. Right there. So pretty good. The recent support literally hit right around that area, so not too bad. The big money probably getting hit by theta decay a little bit, but at the end of the day, still getting some good movement coming in. Starting to chop up off that $12 support, which is good. The big money will love to see that. Yeah, nice setup. I could see the rest of today, possibly tomorrow, being pretty good. Nice, Sean. That's awesome. Tom, do you like the new Mustang? I'm not a huge fan of the new Mustang. It's not my favorite. I think that driving it and being on the inside of it and everything is awesome. I will say I don't love the look. And I don't love the price. I was talking with the dealership about a dark horse. And I just could not justify getting a dark horse Mustang for like $70,000 to $80,000. That's just it's literally barely better than the GT, and even the GT is like 60,000. So like at that point, man, I'm going Hellcat, I'm going Corvette, I'm going something cooler, right? But I really like the 15 through the 23 Mustangs. Those ones look pretty good. I'll stick to my Dakota. Yeah. It's not even a Mustang, it's an SUV. Oh, James, they do have a new Mustang car, though, too. I think that's what Jason's talking about, is the car. We don't even count the the SUV as the Mustang. I don't. I'm with you, James. Screw that. Man, Apple puts on the bot. Let me switch back to the bot on my other screen. Let's see. Nvidia puts. Whoa. SM bot. What are you doing? That could be fun today if we get a good breakdown going. All right, there's a couple wicks down here around that 880 area. It'd be good to see a breakdown below there. 880. I have a bit of a different drink this morning. I know you guys are used to hearing coffee, Red Bull. I'm drinking an ocean water. Shout out to everyone who actually knows what that is. It's good. Yeah, James, it's like a new redesigned Mustang, but it's not... It's like new parts, but it looks very similar. I think the front looks worse, though. Salt water will kill you. Yeah, from Sonic, Mason. Definitely from Sonic. Ocean vodka. That would be wild to have it at this time of the morning. Although we've done it before. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's what it is. It's from Sonic. It's so good. It's like Sprite mixed with like Powerade and blueberry mix or something. Hell yeah, Carl knows the ocean water. There we go. How's Taiwan Semiconductors today? I was kind of hoping this one would have another breakdown, but it's holding up pretty well. It's not great, but then again, it's not really breaking down too crazily either. What do you guys got today? The coffee? And hey, if you're just joining up this morning, smash that like button for the Powell event later and make sure you vote up in the poll. Get that vote in, hit that like. Let's go, guys. Here's the calendar for today. I will be going live again at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Time, 15 minutes before the federal interest rate decision later on today, so I hope to see all of you guys there as well. That'll be a fun one. Even if you're working or something, you know, throw it on in the background, throw a headphone in or something. Might see the market go nuts. Everyone's really watching the FedWatch tool. Let's get a second look here at the percentages before the meeting. All right, so we're sitting at 55% chance for a pause, or I mean for a cut, sorry. 55% chance for a cut in June, 39% chance of a pause, and then a 5.2% chance of a 50 basis point cut. So looks like around a 60% chance of a cut overall. As we can see here, we scroll down, 60% on the easing side. So those are the percentages right now. Will they shift? That's the question. I'm actually kind of hoping that Powell talks about keeping rates higher for longer, because with the way that the market's starting to run and everything, I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit the wrong direction that they want, right? And not just a little bit, quite a bit. I'm just curious what they say, what their outlook is. That's really going to be the big thing, is like the Federal Reserve's dot plot, the FOMC dot plot will really be the badass thing to watch here. Let me see if I can get the dot plot. This is the current dot plot. So it shows you where the Federal Reserve or the FOMC members are looking at rates in the future. And you can see how there's a pretty big difference here across the board, right? Pretty big difference. That could start to shift more. For 2024, and then that'll, of course, adjust this year too, and it's going to be a good one. What does PDD do? Pinduo Duo. I believe they are e-commerce. Let me see. I don't want to get you wrong. It's a China stock. I'm not a... Yeah, Chinese online retailer with a focus on the traditional agriculture industry. Oh, wow. Hey, PDD owns Temu, if you guys have ever heard of this. You guys know Temu? I hate to even type it in because now I'm going to get 1,000 ads for this bullshit. But Temu's like one of those sites like Amazon or something, but it's all China stuff and way cheaper. Like, let's look at some kids' shoes. It said $1 on there, but... You know, like look at these. Those actually look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, for being $12. That's not a bad shoe. Or bad looking shoe, I should say. But that's what Temu is. They own that. I don't know what they do with their agriculture that they were talking about, but find it interesting. Man, Dwack. I can't believe Dwack right now. Up to $43. Still running this morning. Yeah, the new Wish. Yeah, exactly. SLCA's tanking? Oh, it's not too bad, but it is. Definitely falling there. Yes, there will, Jason. There will be a live Q&A tonight as well, every Wednesday, unless something really weird goes on. Like, maybe like the one time every 2 to 3 years that Mike or I take a vacation or something. But that's it. Yeah, Jane, that's probably smart today. Hey, and guys, you know, don't feel bad about taking the day off from trading today. It's a very weird day in the stock market. The price action can get pretty weird pretty quickly, even at random points throughout the day as people kind of, you know, expect Powell maybe de-risk. You know, algos start picking up on weird movement. It could get a little bit dicey today, so don't be, you know, upset about just taking the day off. Even after the event, it's going to be a little weird, volatile. Sometimes the market will start flying up with the interest rate decision, then Powell will talk and it'll go down, or vice versa. Too, like it can get, the price action can get pretty wild. Quality over quantity all day, Sean, all day. Quality over quantity. 1 to 2 great trades a day is a great way to go. You don't got to go too crazy out there. All right, all right. Speaking of all rights.
All right, all right, all right.
Go look at CGC. That's Matthew's favorite stock, I heard. Oh. CGC had to pull back, didn't it? It was holding so well above 420. Where do you guys trade? Yeah, throw it out there, guys. What do you guys trade on? Throw it all in the chat. I use Thinkorswim the most often. I also have TradeStation as well. DraftKings all over the SM. Wow, DraftKings really flying. 45 today. Almost a new highs of the year. Is Disney looking good too? Oh, fuck yeah, Disney. I mean, I didn't say that. YouTube didn't hear me. Hell yeah. Gotta love DraftKings on days like this. Let's go. Right up to the highs of the year. Looks like it's about to break out. These uptrends are awesome lately. How's Palantir doing? I was kind of hoping that they would have that too. They're still on a pretty good uptrend. Maybe they'll start actually coming up off the dip. They've been one of the hotter stocks. I've been expecting them to have that similar move like DraftKings, but they haven't quite been setting up like it yet. Randy, don't make me sad. I think I need a bong rip soundbite for CGC. Oh, man. I do need something for it, don't I? What about, like, Cheech and Chong or something? There actually is a soundbite for that, but I don't know if I want to play it or not. No, Randy, I'm just playing. Yeah, March Madness might get it a little bump. You're right. More states have it legalized. What if this is the best year for it? Yeah, Xbox, the Dave Not Here thing is on there too. It must be from all my lost parlays, Mason said. Oh, shit. Wow, that's a great move, though. I gotta look at the news. Like, did something go on? Nothing on Thinkorswim, anyways. All right, get those votes in. We have 45 total votes on the poll. 20 likes. Like up the stream. Get those votes going. I can't believe that In the Middle is winning the vote. Wow. All right, Nvidia. Falling back off on us just a little bit. Nothing crazy yet, though. All right, SM bot, what do we got? DraftKings again? No, TTD back on the bot. It's been on there all morning. Sean said he voted red. Nice. Very, very nice. For anyone just now joining up, I am going live for the Powell event later on today too, so check back in at 1:45 p.m. Eastern. Hey, Gary, thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Jerome Paul's not doing nothing today, Sean said. Yeah, I think today is going to be a day where he comes out and he says, guys, it's very important right now to look at the data. And I think that's how it's going to go. He's going to say, guys, look, the economy isn't doing the best overall. The markets are doing pretty good. He's going to say, right now, we're still looking at the data coming in. I hope that he doesn't give a big indication on like a big push towards pausing longer. That's what would really set the market on fire. Yeah, Chad, if there's a negative reaction, definitely eyeing up UVXY and SQQQ. Those two are going to be the main ones I'm looking at later on today whenever the event does happen. UVXY should be a pretty crazy one. Bobby said, do we know why CMG has been so hot? Chipotle. Wow. What a chart. This stock has actually done really well for a while. Probably just higher food prices and everybody continuing to eat out and everything. Let's see. The earnings were good last time. They're just one of those crazy companies, kind of like Costco. Reminds me of Costco's chart. Yeah, Chipotle's been a pretty good stock, though. I don't have any exact answers like on revenue or anything, but looks like they're doing damn well. How's McDonald's? Oh. Man, now I'm wanting a Big Mac. I don't know why today, but the McRib sounds good for some reason. Oh, yeah, but I just mean, in general, I mean, their stock's been really good. Sorry. Yeah, I got it that the split is what's causing the move today, but I just mean, like, in general, like, what's caused the overall uptrend, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's pretty good, though. 50-for-1 split. Makes sense. It's $3,000. That'll be fun. Yeah, that's huge, though. It's right at $3,000 now. 20 or 50-for-1 split. That's a big one. I'm going to be wary of this one, though. I'm definitely not buying up here at the top. That's for sure. Walmart stock's been pretty hot this year, too. What's the percentage on CMG today? 7.6? All right, let's get back to that SPY. Sean made his own yesterday. How'd you do that? Harris says, I hope it comes down when Powell speaks. I want to short it. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that the market drops on Powell as well. I think it would just make for more exciting plays in the short term. That's the big thing. I want that excitement, that volatility. Take advantage of that with some options. That will be the fun thing later on. If SPY could get back under 515, that would be a good spot to watch today. Man, that ocean water is great. Hey, Citigroup, the banks are coming back. I saw they were kind of dipping down into open today. They're coming right back. Bank of America, JPM. Damn. Sean said shredded pork with sweet baby rays. Oh, I see. I saw that Walmart sells these things that are kind of like, I'll show you. Sean, look at this. I see these for sale at Walmart, and I'm curious, is this the same thing? Like, I do see these for sale there sometimes, and I'm like, I mean, it looks exactly like it. Is this like the same company that they get theirs from? I don't know. I always want to try it, but then again, I'm like, oh, it's just some nasty, like, frozen dinner thing. It's weird. Hopefully, Powell gives us some McRib money for later. Hey, Carl, sure, I'll send you the link here in the chat. It's pretty cool. It's just a video on YouTube where they, like, do like remixes. It's crazy. Yeah, Chad, whenever playing SQQQ or UVXY, definitely doing options most of the time on those. And one thing to keep in mind with these stocks is they're meant to be pretty quick in and out trades. This isn't, UVXY is not something that you want to buy and swing options on generally. Same thing with SQQQ. These are more of like short-term opportunities, kind of like we saw last week on Thursday and Friday, right? We saw some decent moves out of UVXY as the market started dipping back down. And look at those intraday runs there. Like, those were great. I bet you that those options intraday were exploding if you would get in on a couple of these breakouts. But, yeah, more for short-term trading. So, like, if we do see, like, the SPY running down under support after Powell talks, and we're seeing some good negative flows on the low of day, then, yeah, go ahead and look at UVXY up. But I would not, like, hold it through close too much into tomorrow or anything. And who knows, today's price action could even spill over into tomorrow, and then tomorrow morning, maybe even get some more opportunities going. That's what I think would be pretty sick, is seeing tomorrow morning. But hey, if you guys are not part of the trading floor yet, and you guys have been looking to get in, check out the link I'm sending in the chat. Use code BIGMONEY for $100 off the yearly. It is a great deal. We won't have a deal like this going again for a while. So check it out. Code Big Money. The big money plays have been popping off. Besides Neo, of course. But a lot of the others have. Like Gold, AVTR. Plenty others. Throw this up on the chat real quick here. Or on the screen. This is what the sale's looking like. There's some of the big money plays. BZ, 525%. AAL, Avatar. Not Avatar, but AVTR. FXI, Okta. There were plenty other big ones too, like GOLD. What is it? XLI, I think. XLE has had some good ones. Even ZOM, I believe, had a great one too. But yeah, take advantage of that code. That's some of the better plays, of course. There's a lot of big money plays recently as well. They might not be up 150%, but man, there's so many solid ones that are up like 30, 40, 50, 60%. It's nuts how much the big money has been killing it. Here's GOLD. Yep, SPY's still sitting here on support, just being nice and slow, I guess, ahead of the event later on. AMD's slowly chopping back. Man, I'm really liking the SM bot today, really. It is finding that momentum out there. DraftKings calls back on the bot. Hell yeah, getting a secondary push. JP Morgan calls are on the bot too, which is pretty crazy. Clean Spark. CLSK has been wild lately. Wow, up 6% today. That's some good intraday price action. MU looks rough right now. What's up with this one? Wow. They have earnings coming up tonight too. Don't forget about those tonight. Micron earnings, Chewy, KBH. Five Below, pretty good. Micron's going to be the big one, though. Big chip stock. Yeah, Sean, it's almost there. Citigroup on fire. Connor bought DraftKings calls yesterday and got a lot of long shares under 30. Beautiful, Connor. I do too, under 30. So let's go. Let's keep up this good momentum. The more the merrier for DraftKings. That's awesome, though. You got a call yesterday. I bet that thing's on fire. How's Ford still going? Wow, really nice. 12.52 now. Coming back strong. Look at that daily chart of Ford. Hell yeah. Be nice to see a break up to 13 or higher again. Uh-oh. Investing.com. They sent me a crazy notification to my phone saying that Powell's going to channel his inner hawk. Is that true? What do you guys think? Will he be hawkish today? Or dovish. Where do you see if Cali and Texas pass online gaming? I know that Cali has a lot of issues with that because of tribal casinos. Apparently, a lot of the... I don't know what you call them. Tribal casinos, I guess, is what they're called, I think, on a formal front. They are trying to stop companies from DraftKings from coming into certain states. So, like in California, the tribal casinos really have a big influence over any type of online gaming like that or anything. So, that's a big problem in California. They haven't been able to pass anything because of that. I don't know about Texas. It might be the same deal. I'm not 100% certain. But I know in Cali, that is the big deal there. I'm assuming that if they are allowed to come into that state, there's going to be something weird where the tribal casinos get a big cut or something. Not 100% certain, but I know that that has been a problem there. Not sure where exactly to see info on that, though. Maybe just do a lot of research on, like, California sports betting, and there'll probably be, like, a website. There's something for my state, which is Missouri, called Show Me Sports Betting. And whenever you look it up, you know, you can find some good articles, but looks like there's a website called Legal Sports Reports. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. Yep, it's called Legal Sports Reports. I'm going to throw the link in the chat real quick. Here, let me pull it up here for you guys. This is what it looks like. You can see bill tracker here. There's 4 states on there. Click California. Yeah, so the last ones failed significantly when they did it. Yep. Wow. FanDuel president Christian Ganetsk said California will not legalize sports betting before 2026. That's a pretty big statement. Came out on March 14th, just a few days ago. All right, back to the market, though. DraftKings moving up. SPY still doing nothing on the day. Come on, SPY. Let's get going. I know it's Powell Day, but come on now. Yeah, that is kind of funny, isn't it? Mason, they call it that, though, because Missouri's called the Show Me State. I don't know why, but that's how it is. It's kind of funny.
Same story everywhere.
Boeing still popping off 184.50 right now. Let's go back to PDD. Oh, brutal by them. Ran up and then falling back off with those earnings. Let's go see CMG with that split news. Okay, still okay. Let's look at the Mag 7 here. Amazon, Tesla. Ooh. Apple. Microsoft. Man, just a lot of chop on these stocks. Like I've been saying, the SM bot is where is clutch today. Calling out MU puts. That could get scary. Uh-oh, oil stocks starting to fall back. ZOM and Oxy. Oxy's holding up fairly well, I guess, but not the best. Snowflake calls on the bot. Hell yeah, 161.50. Pretty decent move by Snow. Snow's been dipping a ton lately, guys. Maybe this will be where it starts to swing back up for a little while, because it has a big gap to fill. And I'm not even saying it's going to get that high. Short term, even a pop back to like 170 could be advantageous. The Joplin miners were unfamiliar with Colorado mining methods and required frequent instructions. That man is from Missouri. You'll have to show him. What? Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that Xbox, but that's sounds interesting. What type of mines are you talking about? Like coal and gold and stuff? Hope everybody's having a good morning, though. I know the price action has not been the best, though, today. Even yesterday, it was kind of lackluster, in my opinion. It was good to end the day, but I meant early on in the morning. Kind of slow at first, before that end-of-day run, or midday run. Coin's not bad, up 3%, starting to come back pretty well. Okay. I like this, running up to 238. Big resistance there. Oh. Xbox, you mean that's why? Oh, I didn't realize that was why. Oh, wow, that's interesting, man. That's a good piece of history. I didn't realize that that's what you meant. Yeah. Huh. Does DraftKings have a strong correlation to the SPY? Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Yep. Pretty strong. That doesn't mean it's going to move with the SPY, though. As you can see today, it's definitely outpacing SPY. I do like it having a strong correlation, though, because it's kind of what... It's been good to see it running up this year. Whereas stuff that doesn't have a strong correlation, like Zoom, has been sucking. Because the SPY, you know, it hasn't been moving up with the market at all. How's PayPal? Okay, not the best either. Man, the SM bot is going crazy right now. DraftKings calls are all over it. Up to 45, 40. Wow, Coinbase, Boeing, DraftKings, Mara, TTD. Mara looks pretty good too. The trade desk still moving. Damn, up to 84 now, trade desk. 5.2%. Look at that daily. Look at it fill the gap. What's up with the gap fills, guys? It's so weird how gap fills seem to play out so often, isn't it? It really is kind of strange. I don't know what it is. Like, here's a big gap on the chart. What does it do? Runs back up to fill it and then falls, right? Same thing here. Big gap. What does it do? Runs down, fills it. Now it's running back up. You see this all the time. Like, look, here's another one. Another example. This stock is, like, perfect for this example. Like, bam, like, big gap. Boom. Right off of it. Now, this doesn't mean to buy up every single gap that happens on the chart, guys. You know, that's where I think people go a little bit wrong with gap fills, is they try to do that. But What was that stock we were looking at that was dipping that had a big gap recently on it? The TSM, maybe? Nope. There was one that recently had a huge gap, and that one has been coming back up a little bit the past few days, too. Let's see, CLSK. MSTR? Yeah, they're moving interesting. No gap, though. Not a huge one, anyway. No, Jason, I have not watched the Nvidia presentation yet. I have not checked it out, but I will be looking at it later on in the week. After it's all said and done, I'll probably watch a lot of the highlights. They always start talking like right whenever I'm busy. Every time. But yeah, don't forget about Powell later, guys. 1:45 Eastern time. We will be going live again for Big Daddy. MSTR is not bad today. It's right on resistance. Looks like it might be breaking. I like it. Let's go. Palantir, 2413. Man, that was a good pop today. Good consolidation. Got through $24. Let's go. Let's see a nice continued run out of Palantir. It's a fun stock. Uh-oh, another investing.com. Nvidia's stock target hikes keep coming after GTC event. I gotta see these targets. Who else came out with targets today? Deutsche Bank adjusts Nvidia to 850 from 720. Wow. Citigroup raises it to 1,030 from 820. Goldman Sachs raises target to 1,000. Wow. That's quite a lot of target adjustments to the upside there. Piper Sandler raised it to 1,050. Benchmark reiterates buy, raises target to 1,030. Damn, we're seeing a lot of them today. That's good for Nvidia, but their stock didn't really have too much positive movement. Hey, Benji, thanks for also subscribing. Appreciate you. You guys are new here. Smash that sub. Also, hit the notification bell icon so that you get notified whenever I go live, which is every trading day, 15 minutes before the market opens. I'm glad I jumped out of those puts at 22.50 for March 28th on Palantir. I know, right, man? I'm glad you did too. I am also glad. It did have a good downtrend, but those specific ones were wild. Yeah, CMG is crazy. Chipotle. How'd you guys like that Dodgers game this morning? I woke up and I forgot about it, and I got a notification on my phone, and I was like, hell yeah, I turned it on. Then Mason started messaging about it. I was like, hell yeah, we got some baseball to wake up to today. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Of course, the Dodgers won. I don't know if they're ever going to lose this year. All of these good news about Nvidia, it might or will move after Powell. It could, Carlo. It could. Just be wary. Maybe people are worried about Powell today. You know, inflation has actually been picking up a little bit, so that could be a slight worry for the Feds. I don't think it's going to overly worry him because it's not like it's up a ton, but I think that they will be a little bit hesitant, maybe. If that sends the market down, you better watch out for Nvidia, that's for sure. The percentage is now at a 63% chance for a hike in June. I'm sorry. Cut. I don't know why I always say that shit. I think it's because it said hike right here and I was looking at it. 63% chance of a cut in June. The percentage keeps skewing actually more towards a cut right now, which is good. That's good to see. You scared the crap out of me. I'm sorry. I need to go back to speech class. Boeing 185 resistance overhead. Watch for it. I don't know if it'll be able to break 185 today. It's a pretty major spot. You can even look at Bookmap and see it on there, which is huge. Oh, I took Boeing off. Let me throw Boeing on and then look at it. Hey, Xbox sold the puts on February 23rd. Wow. Yeah, for real, Xbox. They gotta be losing sometimes. 185 resistance, though. Definitely big on Boeing here. Big support down around 178 and 177. A lot of buyers stacked there for some reason. I'm surprised they're not coming back in at 180 more. Bitcoin's up 4,000. That must be why Coinbase is running so much. Makes sense. There it is. Yeah, not bad by Bitcoin. Ran from 60K, 60,800 up to like 64,400. Pretty good. Yeah, exactly, Carlo. I hope more people heed that warning. So influential whenever Jerome Powell talks. Man, there's a lot of volatility out there, though. The SM bot list is huge right now. MU calls coming in. TTD still on there. Holy shit. General Motors calls. Hey, look at that, Sean. GM and Ford still holding up. GM looks pretty good intraday, too. Almost even better. It's definitely looking better. PayPal calls on the bot. Not a ton, though. Yeah, starting to turn over on PayPal. Not my favorite setup there. Switch on over to AT&T. We haven't looked at this one in a few weeks. Same thing with Verizon. Hey, these stocks are kind of consolidating where they are. Wow, Verizon looks like a fairly good setup here off support. I actually like this setup. I like this recent dip here as like a dip buying opportunity. Same thing with AT&T, man. It looks like DraftKings or something. Like, a lot of stocks have been consolidating the past few weeks, couple months. And they get those big rippers coming back in. I know Verizon's not a huge mover, though, but can still be advantageous. See how GLD looks here. I know gold actually ran up to new all-time highs, I believe. Yep, at least GLD did. I am 99% sure that the actual spot price of gold did too. If we go to gold futures, which is GC, that one did. That's a crazy chart, isn't it? Pretty solid up above that resistance. SPY, you really gonna dip back down on us now? Really? Wow. That was a stark turnaround. Happened quick. I really can't wait for that event later. It's going to be so exciting. With Big Daddy coming out here. Closing the damn door.
All right, all right, all right.
Hell yeah. CGC's still moving. Hey, there we go. Back above 420 in a good way, up to like 450. Be good to break there. Let's go though, CGC. That's a good move by you. Hell yeah, I like to see that. Chewy's doing good. What? Yeah, it's up 3%, coming back towards that high of this morning. What happened to Chewy at open? They really exploded for a second. Then came right back. Huh. That 420 mark was pretty big yesterday. I'm glad to see it back above there today. Had a decent run since then. It's always good. How's PayPal? Ah, not terrible. I kept seeing them on the bot. I'm like, man, come on, PayPal, let's go. Get some movement here. AMD 180 puts are on the bot right now, guys. Whoa, AMD's looking pretty bearish. That's not good to see. I wonder if all this positive Nvidia news is starting to weigh on AMD with that conference and everything. They've been starting to come out with numbers for these chips. That could be hitting AMD pretty hard. Wow, that is pretty big. AMC's down. AMD. Yeah, Chewy earnings tonight. In after hours with Micron. That's going to be fun. Sean has some July calls. Nice. Hopefully we can see Chewy get a nice pop back. Because if not, oh boy. The stock's going to be at new all-time lows. It's pretty much at lows now, but... I have some hope for Chewy. Hopefully they say like this spring and summer is going to be their best one yet. JPM still having a great day. Citigroup's up above that high of yesterday now. Boy, oh boy. We're seeing decent moves. It's just not out of the stocks we're used to, is it? Wow. Sean's had him for a while. Yeah, I figured you did, Sean. I didn't think you just grabbed him for earnings. I'm glad you said that, though, because, you know, don't, Edward, don't think that Sean just grabbed those today or anything, you know. Yeah, that Seoul series pretty crazy, though. Pretty nuts. Let me go see some real quick. I have an ATM long strangle on Chewy. I'll close before the market closed, counting on IV increase. Hey, nice, my views. I'm glad you're closing it before the close. That's pretty fire. That's really fire, I'd say. Glad to hear that. Hopefully Chewy does well and then has after earnings continuation. That's what I'm hoping, Sean. A nice continuation would be amazing right there. Seriously, that would be a great one. Damn. MU calls, though, going nuts on the bot right now, and that's going to be the big thing to watch for, I think. MU calls running up ahead of earnings. That's going to be a fun one to keep an eye on today. I don't think I'd play the options, but we'll have good movement. Man, the banks are just too crazy today. So look at Citigroup making another high of day. And AMD just keeps getting bearish here. This is brutal. Yeah, hopefully people are buying lots of dog food. Holy shit. I remember I've bought like fish stuff off Chewy too. What? It's kind of nice to have it delivered to your door with Chewy. You don't have to wrestle it out of your trunk. Yeah, exactly. Holy hell, whenever I go to the grocery store lately, it's nuts. I've got like a 40-pack of water, 2 things of soda. If I had to add dog food onto my cart, I would need fucking Mike Tyson to push it around. Like, someone wants a book map on SMCI. I can provide that. July 20th, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. Thanks for the date, Tank. I didn't know that. I did not know the date, but I was curious actually, so thank you. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Bookmap's pretty fire. I love using it for scalping, seeing where those orders are coming in and out. Is this a serious fight? It really is abundant. It really is. Mike Tyson's fighting Jake Paul. It's gonna be a big one, man. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be a crazy one, Abundant. I didn't mean to say man. I just meant like, oh man. Like, it's going to be a fun one. Tyson better KO Paul. If he doesn't knock out Paul, I'm going to be very upset. I really want to see the Paul guy lose. I don't know about you guys, but I really want to see him lose. Get his ass knocked out by the old uppercut. Yeah, Sean, I've seen him training, man. That is crazy looking, isn't it? Man, he goes hard in the paint. Let's look it up here. The market's just chopping around being stupid. Let's look up Tyson real quick. Mike Tyson training. You guys will get a kick out of this.
It's day one. The fun just begun. Day two. I'm getting ready for you.
It's pretty big. Tyson's too damn loud, though.
Day three. You still want to fuck with me?
I want to see the good stuff. Come on, this ain't even the good stuff.
Day four, it was okay, but you don't know what you got in store, baby. You got to face the God of War. And get ready, baby. Fire in the house.
This isn't even the cooler stuff I saw. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of crazy stuff, though. I've seen some pretty insane videos of him working. It's going to be a fun fight, that's for sure. I'm not sure it's going to be like one of the most watched ones ever, but we'll see it. It might break records. Yeah, Paul's the social media guy, yeah. Yeah, I'd be running from Mike, too. Yeah, I can't believe how fast he is. Seriously. You know, I think one of Tyson's dreams was to actually kill somebody in the ring. Hopefully that's not what goes on this time. I don't think it is, but he has made that statement before. I think he said he wanted to kill somebody in the ring. I was like, holy shit. That check must be nice. Man, that's going to be a big check, Abundant. That thing is going to be like, I don't even know how much. Gotta be big, right? Oh, he's only... I thought he was older than 57. Oh. He's my dad's age. That's funny. Yeah, Tyson's lost a couple. I actually really like watching the Tyson no. I really like the Mike Tyson Buster Douglas fight. That's one of my favorite fights I've ever watched in history is Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas. If you guys have not watched it, go watch it on YouTube sometime before that Tyson fight. It's so good. Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas. Full fight. It's a good one. One of the best brawls or fights I've ever seen. QQQ still chopping around here. We got Spy still chopping too. Slowly coming back up, but nothing too crazy. MU ahead of earnings, trying to come back. We still got Citigroup blasting here. Up to 59.64. This stock has been wild this morning. What's up with the banks lately? They are on fire. Look at that daily of the banks. I wish I would have bought more bank shares whenever they were low down here. Should have been buying up more shares. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Can't always catch every run in the market. I'll take my DraftKings run with some hype. LUV was a pretty good play this year, too. No way. Sean watched Tyson and Douglas live on pay-per-view. That's nuts. Yeah, Abundant. I know that one. Where he bit Holyfield's ear. That was wild. I've watched all those fights back, too. That was crazy. It's so weird to say, but, like, I don't think Mike Tyson would be Mike Tyson without all of his weird shit. Honestly. All that weird stuff, like, makes him who he is, it seems like. Man, Boeing blasted through 185 now. Holy. Really starting to pop. Mara's still all over the bot right now. 21. Coinbase calls on there too. Let's bring up our watch list today. How's Dwack? It's still holding up. That's funny. ARM's having a good day, up 3%. What's up with ARM? That's pretty good, considering the other chip stocks today, like AMD. Nvidia's not even the best. Yeah, it's even red almost. It is red. I ended up getting back down there, but Holyfield kept headbutting him. Could you argue that Mike's the short one, so he's the one headbutting him? Right? Whenever I watched it, I swear it looked like Mike was just so short trying to, like, jump into the guy. I'll have to watch that again, though. Now that you said that, I'll have to keep my eye on it closer. The ref in the fight is Judge Judy's husband. Jason, is that real, or are you kidding? Judge Judy's husband. That's really random. Man, XPEV down again. I like the top of the watch list today. It's just, they're not overly explosive. American Airlines is good. The banks are good. Enphase up 2.6%. Now that could be a fun one today. If Enphase starts to go on another run off this dip. Wow, keep your eyes on Enphase here. It's still filling the gap a little bit, though. Man, Boeing's crazy today, isn't it? Christian, coming back well, finally. Finally, starting to come back a little bit. Right around big resistance, around 185 to 186. You go to Bookmap, you go to Boeing here. It's pretty good. Yeah, 185, 186, huge areas. I was surprised because they were down so much in pre-market. I was like, oh boy, another bad day. But hey, they came back. Finally. Now we just need Nvidia and AMD to come back. No Judge Judy? Aw. That is a weird thing to hear, though. That was interesting. Someone in chat's looking for a Mara book map. Let me grab that real fast. Mara. What you got for us, Mara? Yeah, so some stocks that I think will be most affected today, Yaxel, are bank stocks. I think that depending on how this event goes, bank stocks could see a lot of fluctuation, possibly back down. Obviously, if it's negative, I would think that would be pretty negative for banks. We'll start to see like US 10Y probably pop up if it is negative. So that would be an obviously a big negative if US 10Y runs up. That'll be terrible. But US 10Y is consolidating right on resistance right now, actually. Literally right on it. There's one arrow to that resistance, and bam, there's some more hits off that resistance. And it actually dropped under the trend. So I'm kind of hoping that US 10Y will fall, but we will see how it goes. If it's negative, I would expect US 10Y to pop up and the market to fall, which would in turn, I think, make banks fall, which will also bleed over into tech. We'll probably see tech down at that point. We'll see a lot of stocks down if it is negative. Now, some stocks that might not be affected too much, maybe oil stocks, they might not be affected too much. Stocks like DraftKings will probably be affected, but then again, they have their own news and their own... You know, they're in the sports betting sector. It's not like they're necessarily affected by rates all that much, although they are. But, you know what I mean? Not as directly as banks. Another sector could be car companies. Hopefully, we don't see too bad of numbers there. Hopefully, Powell doesn't get overly negative on us. Really, UVXY and SQQQ are where the main opportunity will be if it does start falling, though. Amazon will probably look rough. Meta. Nvidia. If they are red. If it does go negative. Saw Meta on the bot, Christian said... Yeah, I've been eyeing up the SM bot quite a bit today. I haven't seen it on there too much today. A little bit earlier. Let's see, CLSK. Okay, decent runs. Qualcomm calls. Wow. Qualcomm and MU are still doing fairly well today. A lot better than Nvidia. Hey, Nvidia kind of has support going on here. We're going to come up off the dip. Risk reward isn't terrible. But all right, guys, I'm probably going to go ahead and end the stream here. 76 votes in today's poll. I can't believe that In the Middle won. That's wild. That really is wild. But I really appreciate everybody joining up today. Make sure that you stick around and you come back at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Time for that Federal Reserve interest rate decision. That'll be huge today. I will have Powell live as well, so make sure you're coming back. Don't forget about the code with the trading floor right now. It's one of the best deals that we have ran since the Turkey Day deal for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. So check it out. Use code BIGMONEY at checkout, and it'll save $100 off the yearly. It's one of the best yearly deals that we will have. So check it out. It brings the monthly, if you calculate that out over 12 months, it's only $58 a month. That's a huge discount over the normal $149 a month. So check that out. If you're not in the trading floor or the premium Discord yet, if you want to upgrade, shoot me or Mason a message and we will get you. But other than that, have a fantastic rest of your day, guys. Make sure you're coming back for Powell later. There's been quite a bit of price action today. I really like the bank price action the best, I'd say, out of everything. But it's a wild day out there in the markets. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. See ya.